Hi Scorpio, it's Macorba's Tarot here. I'm here with your July 2023 love reading. So I've entitled this July, but it is in fact timeless. So whenever you find this reading, it's likely to be because there are messages in it for you. Please do check all of your placement signs, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Sometimes one will resonate more than another for you. What we're going to do today, Scorpio, is look at a number of different areas for you. So first of all, we're going to have a look at new love coming in for single Scorpios. So those of you not currently in a connection, wondering what's coming up next for you, or maybe you've got your eye on somebody you might be interested in. Then we're going to look at the current situation for those of you who are already in a relationship and you want to know how that's going to progress and what's going on there with that current relationship. And then we're going to look at your past person. So for those of you who are separated from somebody, you're wondering if they're thinking about you, how they're doing without you, if they've moved on or they're thinking of coming back. We're going to have a little look into that to see what's going on with that person and what their intentions are, what the likely outcome's going to be for you. And then at the very end, we'll do an Aries through Pisces Crosswatcher reading for you, Scorpio. That's where you watch the sign of the person you're interested in to get a specific message. This is, of course, a general reading. If you would like a personal reading, please check out the description box. I'm currently turning personal readings around within 12 to 24 hours. So if you'd like a really quick response and some clarity and answers on your own personal circumstance, please do check out that description box. I've tried to keep the prices very affordable so that those of you who need it can access it. And I'd be truly honoured to read for you if that's something you would like. Otherwise, let's jump into the reading today. We're going to look, as I said, at the new energies first for those of you who are single and looking for something to come in for you. So I'm seeing communication. There's going to be communication either from somebody you've got your eye on, Scorpio, or perhaps somebody you've yet to meet or make a connection with, but there's going to be lots of messaging backwards and forwards with somebody. Getting to know somebody a little bit better, sharing and understanding a little bit more about their life, and then getting to know a little bit more about you. I don't know if this is possibly somebody that you might have connected with before briefly and it's coming back around. That is possible with this death card here, Scorpio. Maybe you kind of had your eye on somebody before, made a bit of a connection. It didn't go anywhere, but perhaps it's resurfacing. Somebody's coming back around to reach out to you to find out how you're doing, what your circumstances, if you might want to strike up conversation again. Okay, I see this is a very stable, loving person. The King of Cups just showed itself to me. Okay, so maybe they will reach out to talk to you because they've been thinking about you, perhaps at night, when everything's quiet and dark at night. It can feel a bit lonely, can't it? And perhaps you've come to their mind, or you will come to their mind, and you maybe do often actually, Scorpio, and they'll decide to sort of reach out. So maybe keep your phone next to you, keep it charged. It's likely to light up with a message from somebody that you I would say probably are already aware of here, and they want to sort of re-establish that communication with you. This is quite an emotionally mature person. They're not intending to play games with you. They're coming back round for a new cycle. I'm not saying that this is a past person that you've actually been in a full-blown relationship with. This is why it's talking about it being a new connection here, I think, Scorpio. But it's somebody that maybe you've just had conversations with before, or you've caught each other's eye. I think you and this person perhaps have been manifesting each other. You've been fairly clear in your thoughts about what the sort of person that you would like to attract to yourself. You set out your intention in that respect, and maybe they have too, and maybe you're on a equal frequency. You're a good match for each other, and so you're drawn back in towards each other again. I think you've both been expecting and hoping to hear from the other. We've got the Three of Wands here, which is sort of looking out to the future, but also looking out expectantly for somebody to make contact or come back towards you. Yeah, maybe there's been a bit of indecision here with this energy of sort of being awake at night thinking about it, like, should I reach out, shouldn't I, is it the right thing to do? But yeah, they see you as, you know, the potential power couple, and you do have that potential to have a really abundant future together, Scorpio. Okay, right, universe, what else can you clarify, please, for Scorpio in relation to new love coming in, a new person, a new connection, or perhaps re-establishing something that didn't quite get off to a proper start before? Looks like somebody Scorpio already knows here. What else can you clarify, please, universe, in relation to this person coming in for Scorpio? Person coming in for Scorpio. Ten of Pentacles again. Look, that's the same card from a different deck. Yeah, so again, this person would like a long-term stable relationship with you, and you know, you're likely to be, you know, in a situation, both of you, where you can share financial things, and you know, be in a really good position. I think they've been missing your contact, they've been missing your conversations, and it hasn't felt quite right since you stopped talking to each other. And I think on reflection, they decided, let's just jump into this, let's just give it a go, with the Fool card. Clearly very interested. And whereas they have been silent, we've got the High Priestess in reverse here. They've been silent, but they're going to come forward and start to communicate properly with you, now, Scorpio. All right, so that sounds good, doesn't it? Somebody coming in to communicate, who perhaps you've had your eye on them and they've had their eye on you. Maybe that connection didn't go anywhere initially, and it's going to come back round for you. And I see this person being a really good match for you. Yeah, and really good stability for the future. I must say, I'm not seeing, well, there are some cups there. There is love. There's love as well as abundance materially. Yeah, there is. Okay, right. What is the advice for Scorpio, please, universe? What is the advice for Scorpio? Advice for Scorpio, please. Okay. The advice, Scorpio. You and your loved ones are safe. Okay, so you might be worried, you know, about moving into a new relationship. It can be a bit scary, especially if you've come out of one in the past and maybe you've got children or family or other people to think about. But it sounds like this is a very stable person. I mentioned that here, didn't I? Somebody that you can trust and be comfortable with, and let yourself open up to. Okay. All right, Lover's Oracle then. What's the Lover's Oracle you'd like to share with Scorpio, please, universe, in relation to this new connection coming in for them? New connection for Scorpio, please. What would you like to share, universe? Well, that one. Okay, so there's the illustration on the front. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Okay, so if it's you that's been up reflecting, worrying, anxious about things, don't worry, Scorpio. It's all fine. And yeah, this is a good connection that's coming in for you here. It's a good one. Okay. Please do like the video, Scorpio. We'd really appreciate any likes, shares, subscribes, comments, anything you'd like to give to support me and my videos and my channel. I appreciate it so much, so thank you. We're now going to move on to your current situation. So for those of you who are currently in a relationship or in a connection with somebody, and you might be wanting to dig in a bit more to understand their true feelings and intentions, or if something is a bit off in this connection and you want to sort of understand what's going on, we can have a little look and bring some clarity, hopefully, to this situation for you. Okay, so I think maybe this person has been reflecting on things, how things have been going between you. I think they've realised they might need to make a few changes, and I think they're going to come to you and say to you, look, I've realised I need to do this or that a little bit differently. Bear with me, I'm going to try and make, you know, work on myself here and try and improve on this. Okay, I think maybe the communication between you both has perhaps been a little bit I'm going to say immature, but you know, maybe you haven't approached each other in the best of ways, or always. Maybe you don't speak to each other always in the best of ways. Sometimes when we're in a connection or a relationship, we can just forget that we actually need to make sure we always treat each other with full respect and we get to know each other. It can sometimes slip a little bit, can't it? But I think this communication needs to sort of perhaps be tightened up and improved, maybe on both sides, Scorpio. And I think your person is reflecting on what they could do differently, because they know things have been perhaps a little bit strange or off or strained between you, and they'd really like things to be better. Yeah, they're going to work on it here with the Eight of Pentacles. They've recognized that there needs to be some work here to help things move forward and be better between you. Perhaps this is a forced change here with the Tower. Maybe you actually ended up having a really strong conversation together along the lines of, look, unless this improves, we'll have to part ways. And you know, perhaps these little petty arguments and things that have been going on have been getting you down. This person's going to come and say, look, I can do better, and I'm prepared to work on this if you are. And there's going to be this sort of honest conversation here, because your foundation at the moment is a little bit wobbly and shaky on this relationship, Scorpio. It needs strengthening up if you're going to be able to stay together in this. And you know, potentially actually they want to work on this, but there is the potential that, you know, it might not be the right thing for you going forward, and the universe might step in and make a decision here, not to scare you, but just to let you know that change might be coming in. But it's always ultimately for your own good. Things happen for a reason. And if there is a big change that happens for you, Scorpio, don't forget, it's all a journey, it's all a path. One thing leads you to the next thing, and there's no such thing as chance. It's happening because there's a reason for it, and it's for your highest good. Okay, so try and bear that in mind. But yeah, this person, I don't know if you've been a bit disconnected from them physically, but they certainly want to rekindle that and bring that passion back into the relationship here with the Ace of Wands. They really enjoy that side of things, and they want it to sort of return again. And as well as that passion, they also see this as a very abundant, successful relationship. I think with you two being together, you've built up a really strong foundation with maybe house, home, I don't know, cars, and you know, material things around you. You're very comfortable. Things have gone well in that respect. And I think whilst it's not everything, they also have that on their mind, that, you know, maybe it would be a lot to walk away from if things didn't work out between you. It would perhaps jeopardize your financial security, or you'd have a lot less if you ended up separated, both of you. Okay, so there's this debate, crossroads here. You know, things could go one way or the other. So you've got this opportunity here, Scorpio, to really reflect and consider on what it is that you want for the future, because you can change the path of things if you really want to. But like I said, sometimes the universe will step in and kick in for you if they see you perhaps going along a path that isn't the best for you. All right, so again, this person, they really do want to come towards you and offer you something, but whether they're going to be consistent in that is another question. They might say all the right things for a while, and then they might just lapse again. It could go back into the old ways. And when this happens, then it sort of tends to be that you withdraw from each other. You're not fully sharing. And that's when things become trickier, isn't it? So try and make sure that you don't keep secrets from each other, and that you try and keep those lines of communication going, Scorpio, because I think that's going to help you for the future here. Universe, what else can you tell us, please, in relation to Scorpio and the current situation that they're in? What's the likely outcome here, please, for Scorpio in relation to this current situation? Mutual energies, likely outcome, please, universe. Mutual energies and likely outcome. Okay, so there's been a lot of reflection, but I think they're now coming out of that and starting to think about taking some action. They don't want to let you go. They feel this really strong connection. Perhaps you've had a long history together, and yeah, there's the Two of Cups, so there is a lot of love there. It's just their behaviour hasn't been very consistent, and their communication hasn't been great with you either. And they know this. They want to work on it. Okay, but between you both, because things haven't been so good, there needs to be this decision. Are you actually going to stay together and build a more stable foundation for you both emotionally, and this stronger connection, or will the tower fall for you? And I think you both want to be together, but you know, there is this Could go one way or the other for you here, Pisces, depending on what you choose to focus on and how you choose to respond around this. Because whilst this person is saying they will work on things, there'll probably be things that you probably need to equally work on as well. That's usually the case, isn't it? I'm not saying this person hasn't done things which perhaps are not so great, but we also have to think about ourselves as well, don't we? Okay, all right. So what is the advice, please, universe, for Pisces in their current situation? Advice for Pisces in their current situation, please. Scorpio, sorry, not Pisces. All of this is Scorpio. Scorpio, please. Pisces was the last reading I did, hence the slip up. Do apologise. I know people always pull me up on this when I get it wrong. It's just a slip of the tongue. We're talking about Scorpio. Okay, right then. Your commitment is being tested, okay? Like I said, it could go one way or the other. So your commitment's being tested here, Scorpio. What is it you truly want? Have a think about that, okay? Now, Lover's Oracle for you in your current situation. Well, this one just came out straight away. There's the illustration. Embrace. Through each other, find the missing pieces. So perhaps you can find things in each other that you respect and value and like and that complement you, and you can focus on those things, Scorpio. All right, so that was your reading, focusing on the current situation. I hope that did help. Please do like the video, would appreciate that. Now we're going to move on to a past person, looking at a past situation. If you are thinking about somebody who you are in separation from, you're taking a break from, and you're wondering how they're doing, if they're going to come back, what their intentions are, have they moved on, etc., etc. Let's have a look. So universe, what can you tell us please about the past person for Scorpio? Past person for Scorpio, please, what can you tell us? Past person for Scorpio. Past person for Scorpio. Person on Scorpio's mind that they are separated from. What is it you can tell us about this person, please? Universe, to bring clarity to Scorpio. Messages for Scorpio's highest good, please. Okay, let's have a look then. So, oh wow, okay. So this person felt like they did have happiness with you. They had a stable, happy home life. And they miss that. They're reflecting back on it. They're also wondering if there's an opportunity here with this. This can be also seen as an open doorway, and potentially manifestation here with 1111. So they're thinking about you. They're wondering whether there is an opportunity for you perhaps to reconcile, and even in their thoughts in that respect, potentially sort of manifesting a reconnection here, Scorpio. They've definitely taken this time out alone. I'm seeing probably they're single because they've spent time on their own, and that's helped them with their healing and their learning, and just to reflect on it. Actually, what do they want going forward? Sort of this lamp is lighting up the path ahead. So this reflection has helped them to become wiser and clearer in their intentions and their thoughts here. With the Devil card, they possibly have some addictive tendencies. Now, whether that might be smoking or vaping, drinking a lot of alcohol, maybe even eating too much, spending too much, whatever it might be, they could have a slightly addictive personality, and there might be something that they are potentially struggling with a little bit there, or it could be their connection with you that they are struggling to let go of, Scorpio. Oh my goodness, I think it's the connection with you, because we now have the Lovers card, which again I'm going to hide underneath just for the sake of the modesty of the people on the card. But yes, they do feel this crazy connection, crazy love connection. It's one of those connections where, when it happens and you meet somebody who, just sort of reaches in and grabs you by the soul, and you find yourself, willing to go along with things that perhaps you never would have before, because this person you're just captivated by them and you really want to be with them. This is how they feel about you, and so they're really struggling to let go of this connection, And I think this is possibly why they're thinking about, you know, could you perhaps reconcile, and is there an open door of opportunity here for you to do that? Because on reflecting on what they really want, it seems that perhaps you are what they want here, Scorpio, and they're becoming clearer on that. And now we have the card of reconciliation. So yeah, they'd love to, I think, see you again, have a, you know, perhaps a light-hearted reunion with you, go for some dinner and a chat, maybe keeping it light rather than heavy, and yeah, bringing the energy down with difficult conversations. I think keeping it light and fun initially is potentially the right thing from their point of view, and would help things, and maybe they're reflecting on that. Universe, what else can you share, please, about the past person on Scorpio's mind? How are they currently feeling about Scorpio? Oops. Okay, yeah, they do want to come and make this sort of offer, sending a message to let you know how they feel, that they're attracted to you still, they think of you. Yeah, they're definitely going to come forward with a positive message and a warm message. It's going to be a warm, kind, loving message that makes you feel good, Scorpio. Okay, it's going to make you feel great. Okay, to know that this person is thinking of you. Devil's come out again. They're struggling to let go of you. They feel this really strong connection. It's almost an obsession that they couldn't move on at the moment to anybody else because you are on their minds. Okay. Yeah, and they're going to come back in to let you know how they feel. They're going to come back in with a message. Yeah, okay. So, universe, mutual energies, please, and therefore the likely outcome in relation to this past person. Past person on Scorpio's mind. What can you share with us, please, in relation to past person for Scorpio? Past person, mutual energies and likely outcome, please, universe. Mutual energies and likely outcome. Mutual energies and the likely outcome. Okay, well, you're going to have to make a decision, because this person, I think, is going to make their feelings known and approach you, and then you've got a choice. You can go one way or the other way, but how you respond, Scorpio, is going to be pretty critical, because you can imagine that if this person approaches you and they've thought about it for a long time, and then they approach you and you don't respond in the right way, you know, it's going to set things back and even perhaps spoil the opportunity. So really think about what you want, okay? What do you want in advance of this person making contact with you? I think you both would actually like there to be an equal give and take in this relationship. I think you do feel similarly about each other. There needs to be something brought back into balance with you. I think you're both going to be really honest and clear with each other about what's happened in the past and what you'd like going forward. And yeah, you both want a successful relationship here. You both want it to work out. And it's almost like it's meant to be. I think you two have got almost a soul connection here. It's a divinely meant to be connection. It's difficult to stay apart for that reason. Therefore, I think you're going to make the decision that you're going to give it a go, is what I can see. Universe, what else can you clarify, please? Mutual energies and likely outcome for Scorpio. Mutual energies and likely outcome for Scorpio. Mutual energies and likely outcome for Scorpio. And the past person. Okay, we've got the King of Cups, so there's lots of love there. We've got the Hierophant, which is commitment. So you're going to actually perhaps move on to a higher level of commitment in this relationship. And the Ace of Swords has come out again. That's came out here. So this is about clarity and a new start based on honesty and communication. All right, so there's going to be lots of communication coming in here for you, Scorpio, and a really lovely opportunity to strike up sort of a reunion and a reconciliation here with this person, if that's what you would like. Okay, so what's the advice, please, universe, for Scorpio? Advice for Scorpio in relation to this past person and this past connection. Advice for Scorpio, please. This one. You're very close to achieving your goal. Okay, so actually, if this is what you would actually like to manifest for yourself, this person coming back in, I think it's about to happen, Scorpio. All right, so let's have a look at your Lover's Oracle. What's the Lover's Oracle for Scorpio, please, in relation to their past person? This one. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Yeah, so there's something happened between you before that's caused resentment. Once you've had this really clear conversation and set your own boundaries and explained how you feel, and you've agreed to move forward at that point, you know, it's wise to try and let things go and don't hold any resentment and move forward positively, Scorpio. It can be difficult, can't it? Now, I take it you may be out of contact with this person, so we'd like to pull some hidden messages, wouldn't we, to see what they would like to say to you. This one's just jumped out, though. I'm becoming a better person. So they're probably working on themselves and thinking about what they would need to do to make this work. Universe, what else can you clarify, please? You speak to me through music, so they're probably hearing lyrics of songs and it's making them think about you, Scorpio. Universe, one more message, please. One more message from the past person for Scorpio. One more message. Oh, I lost myself for a little while. Okay, so that's the last one there, Scorpio. Right. So finally, what we're going to do is we're going to do an Aries through Pisces Crosswatcher reading. That's where you watch the sign of the person that you are interested in, and we'll pull some messages in relation to each sign, and we'll hear what the universe has to say that might help you further. Right, so Aries through Pisces Crosswatcher reading, please, universe. Aries through Pisces Crosswatcher reading, all signs, their sign. Aries through Pisces Crosswatcher reading. Oops. Okay, a few more shuffles and we'll split the deck. Two more. 1, 2. Oop, okay, 2. Right then. So, Scorpio, if you are dealing with an Aries, the Aries wants to reunite with you. It's possible you work with this person, but they see you as a good teammate, somebody that they'd make a good team with, and they want to see you face to face again as well. If you're dealing with a Taurus, the Taurus is taking a moment just to reflect on things, but they see the value in your connection and they'd like to continue to work on it. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, the Scorpio is going to be really honest with you and speak their truth. They want to do this, though, for the highest good of your connection and to help to progress things. If you're dealing with a Cancer, the Cancer is going to... Cancer's a bit pissed, to be honest. They're not very happy and they've got things to say to you. They're going to not pull any punches. They're going to be really clear on what they expect and what they're not happy about. And yeah, you can take that as you will, okay? If you're dealing with a Leo, the Leo wants to come forward to make a little offer to you. They might also give you an apology if one is due. If you're dealing with a Virgo, Virgo is experiencing some significant change and loss in their life at the moment. Things haven't been going too well for them. They might be needing to focus on other things right now. If you're dealing with a Libra, the Libra is being very quiet at the moment. And you'll know within yourself whether, you know, this is the right person for you. You'll be using your intuition here to sense out whether this Libra is somebody you want to be with or not. And they've also got high levels of intuition going on here as well. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, they're missing you. They feel the absence of you. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, they're just trying to be, you know, single and happy at the moment. That's all I can see there. The Capricorn's not being honest with you. Just watch out for the Capricorn. They're withholding their feelings or they're not actually telling you the whole truth of the situation. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, they're coming towards you with a love offer, but very slowly. If you're dealing with a Pisces, opposite for them, they're going to come rushing in to communicate with you. They're not going to be hanging around and they've got a message for you that they would like to share. All right then, Scorpio, that was your reading. Thanks so much again for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.